All right, it's time to get gut punched, at least a little bit. Hello, friends of gamers. So I just recorded a Punishing Raven content catch up, and because I'm insane, we're gonna do another one. I didn't cry during that one. I thought I would, didn't. So it might get me. Star Rail time. I'm like a week behind on Star Rail stuff. Yeah, I'm like a week behind, and unfortunately, it's been all of the PHAINON'S stuff, which I know is gonna gut punch me. Like I know. So 3.4. I forget why I skipped the special program. I think it's just because Star Rail special programs are just too early in the morning. I have to get up at like 5 something if I want to watch these ones. We're not doing it. So we're gonna watch the trailer for The Sun Is Set to Die, that's great, right? And then we're also going to watch the Myriad Celestia trailer, Fables About the Stars Part 2. So this is a continuation from something we got before, and we might look into that a little bit just because I'm curious what it's a continuation of, because I remember Fables About the Stars, but I don't remember Part 1. I remember watching it, and that's about it. I don't remember anything in it. So we're gonna do a little bit of a recap probably. I don't have that open, but we might scroll a little bit. And then we are also going to watch the Keeping Up with Star Rail for PHAINON, which is almost 10 minutes long, by the way. So like, I'm already afraid for PHAINON'S kit. But to be fair, I was afraid for Yishuan's kit in Zenless Zone Zero because everything I'd heard was that her kit was impossible to understand. But it wasn't that bad, so we should be okay. Maybe. Unsure. Although I do, now that I like have brought it up, I do want to see what that Fables About the Stars is a continuation of before we get started. Actually, I lied. We'll check in a sec. We'll check when we get to Myriad Celestia. So we'll watch the trailer for 3.4, and then we'll check before what Myriad Celestia Part 1 was. Because I remember Fables About the Stars, but not enough to tell you what happens in the Part 1. So we're gonna like look through it just really quickly. Okay. Let's just get it. This is another one. Like with PGR, I was like, okay, we just have to hit play on these, because otherwise I'm gonna sit staring at them and yapping for way too long. So we're just gonna hit play on For the Sun Is Set to Die. Oh, hold on. I don't have subs on because PGR does baked in subs. Okay. All right. It is in Japanese still because we are still waiting for the English VA to catch up post strike. So this is still gonna be in Japanese. This voice sounds very robotic, and I know I've seen things about like, oh, Amphorius is like, what would even be the word for it? Amphorius isn't real, it was all a dream, but like a simulation. It's all a simulation. I've seen people mention that and bring that up, and the robo voice. There it is. Yep, there it is. Yep. Do they have VA listings in these trailers? They do. PHAINON is first. Oh my god, I forgot about the fake characters. Oh yes, I forgot about the fake characters. Okay, that was like a jump scare, like, Saber! Okay, hold on. Circle back. I don't know if we're gonna be fully caught up by the time we get to Fate. Oh, there's Cyrene. I know everyone dies, and that like terrifies me. This looks like Lua. Does this make sense? His music being like dubstep doesn't even surprise me. I'm like, yeah, that makes enough sense. Damn. It also does scare. The bitrate is I know that happens with his kit, but I wasn't expecting it. Happy Friday night. The bitrate is 200% bit rating. Look at this. But that's what this being called For the Sun Is Set to Die really scares me, because there's so much, like, there's so many motifs of the sun in his design that I'm like, I know everyone dies, but let me at least keep one of the Scrunklies. I was allowed to keep, we're allowed to keep Kevin in Honkai Impact 3rd, right? He's evil, but we're allowed to keep him. It's like him and Fuhua, that's it. So I'm like, I can't do this again. But like, he dies this time. I can't do it again. Well, this time. I can't do it again, all right? Or I guess I could do it again if I can keep Kevin again. Okay, I took a drink of water. We continue. And let me take a drink of water and we'll continue. God. Damn. Having like the like god form. I know we go back to Pentagon. Having like that like second form that looks so similar to Honkai Impact. Wild. Okay, well, then we're going back to Pentaconian. That's where the Fate characters come in. I know that the voice actors they got for the Fate collaboration characters are the actual voice actors within Fate, but I don't know if we will be getting the English versions of these characters just because the strike did just end, so there might not have been enough time. So I don't know how it's going to work in the English version of the game. I will say that. If we're gonna have no voices or they will just use the Japanese, I'm not sure. We had Aventurine. Oh, they're just switching back and forth now. Awesome, great. They're just going back and forth with this. So now we're back in Penacony. Back in Penacony. There's back in the tears. That's Penacony. All right. The switching back and forth is really throwing me for a loop, guys. Oh. Hold on. That was such a cool. Hold on. I'm trying to freeze frame it. Hold on. Wow. Got those fighting those inner demons. Man. Somebody help, man. God. The numbers. God. Oh, whew. This looks so good. Listen, I'm not saying I saw leaks prior to this, right? I'm not saying I saw them. Not in my household, right? But if I did like weeks ago and had been waiting weeks to talk about this, I'm just saying, I totally didn't see leaks, right? But hypothetically, if I did and had been waiting weeks to talk about this, I would be going a little bit insane right now. And you know, I am going a little bit insane. So like, is it because of that or is it just because this is insane? You'll never know. I'm having a great time. I know that there's people who are like, he's not future-proof. I don't care that he's not future-proof. I still use Imbibitor Lune as my main DPS. You think I care if a character's future-proof? No. I care that they're pretty. God. I care that they're pretty and have lore relevance. Get it together. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so Archer's free. Archer's 5-star free character from July 11th till the end of 3.6. So we're going into 3.4, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6. You can claim Archer for free. So it's like, I feel like that's at least 6 months. Because each patch is like, it's like 3 to 6 months you can claim this character for. I don't want to do the math. I still never looked into Fate as a franchise, so I might have to do that. The thing is, because I've been told many a time before, you'd really like Fate. And I'm like, yeah, I probably would. You're probably right about that. I've been told this many times. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. But I've never gotten into it because I don't know where to stream it. I don't know where it's streaming. I feel like I've looked it up before, and also I've looked up what order you're supposed to watch the Fate series in, and I couldn't figure it out, because if you look at different places on the internet, they tell you different things. So I might look into that after this, especially because I've been in a really bad reading slump recently, and like usually I'll listen to audiobooks while I work, but oh my god, I have started and dropped like instantly like 10 in the last like week and a half. So I'm like, maybe we just switch to watching anime for a while. And this would be a great time because I need to get caught up with Fate for the collaboration, because I would at least like to. We'll probably do the collaboration content more in real time, but my backlog is super backlogged right now, I will say that, video wise, so the Fate videos wouldn't be going up for a while, but I will probably try to do it still. Is this a deck builder event? I think this is a deck builder. I see like card shapes. It's roguey, if nothing else. But like Star Rail content in general is kind of like roguelite based. What does it say? The lingering echoes of the Holy Grail War endure, and a new heroic battle is about to kick off again. Come forth and let the stream's continuation begin. This is just Fate character stuff. What was that damage number? Hold on. Saber, what the hell was that? 8,050,173. Sorry, what? What do you mean? Origami Bird Clash Official Edition. Is this an event rerun? An invitation to play Origami Bird Clash on its official launch. This scene feels a bit familiar, but the sender this time is the IPC instead. Yeah, this is an event rerun. I thought it looked familiar. Oh, this looks fun though. I never played the original event, but this looks like stupid fun. It's like Candy Crush. This music vibes, by the way. We have 2 new relic sets things, but they're not relic sets. They're like the orb and the... Oh, one of them is just mem. This music vibes. I saw this. Firefly gets one of our first like paid outfits in game. And I saw a lot of people wanting like something more, not just like a little schoolgirl outfit. But listen, all Firefly wants is to be a normal girl and go to school. It's literally part of her lore. So I think this is adorable for her. Look how happy she looks. I will be purchasing this for my Firefly. Even though I never finished building Firefly, I will be purchasing this. She looks so happy she looks. Come on. I will say I would have hoped that they would have done more for Sam And I listen, all right, I hit my microphone. I've seen the edits people have made of Sam in the schoolgirl outfit. I'm not saying I want that, even if it is hilarious. I mean, they kind of gave Firefly like Miku-esque pigtails, which I think that works. Firefly, you would have loved Miku. You would love Miku. That's not a past tense. We could get a collaboration. If we get fake characters in Star Rail, who's to say we can't get a Miku collaboration? I'll be here all week. HoYoverse, please. That people would go insane for that. Yeah. She just looks so happy and I love it. She like this art, she looks so happy. And I'm so happy for her. And the little Sam keychain on her bag, and she has a little like shopping bag because she went shopping as well. Like the flower, this is so adorable. The splash art for this outfit, I love it. Like I think this is one of the things I'm most excited for. I'm excited to pull for FAINON. So obviously we're gonna be spending money going into 3.4, and I already expected it. I already expected that I would probably end up spending some money for FAINON. The only thing is I'm not guaranteed because I did go crazy and pull for Cypher, and I have like no pulls. So we might have to do like a lot of story to get some pulls back because I went a little bit insane. But I planned on spending money anyways for Firefly, so I might just throw down $50 and see what happens and then regret it. But we'll see. We will see, because it's $50, but part of that's going into Firefly. Anyways, yeah, that's the trailer. It took 14 minutes, so we have to be fast with the other stuff. I say that, but we are going to now go on a little bit of a hunt here. What is it called? Fables About the Stars. Will the search bar work? Because sometimes it's finicky. Fables About the Stars. Search? Fables About the Stars Part 1 was 2 years ago, and it was just the intro. I think it was our first Myriad Celestia, and it literally just introed all the paths and things, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Let's watch. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. I just want to piece through it a little bit, like scrub through, just to see if this is what I was thinking. Yeah, literally this was like one of, if not the first Myriad Celestia we ever got, and it was literally just introducing all of the paths playable at the time of release of the game. So since then, we do have Remembrance. That Remembrance was not in here, I don't think. Was it only playable ones, or was it just in general? I don't know. I think it was just in general, because Aha is on here, and I don't think the Elation is a playable path. But I do remember like really digging into this. The Propagation is on here. Yeah, okay. I'm curious, was Remembrance ever on here? Because also, now that I'm looking at this was the beginning of the game, because we had Black Swan here, but nobody knew she was Black Swan yet, I think. And everyone was like, hey, who the heck is that? And then we figured it out. Is that how that worked? Because the game's been around for 2 years. It's like, so this being from May 2023, like, God, it's been so long. I'm sitting here and I'm like, I recorded a video for this. I recorded a reaction to this 2 years ago. Jeez. Oh my God. It's like, I think I've been doing this, like I've been covering these games for like a couple months. And then I'm like, no, it's been years. Okay, what are we doing here? The Elation. Yeah, so it went over all the paths, the playable ones, with some more detail. But then it did kind of really just like speed run some of the non-playable ones, I think. Pretty sure. Who is this? Okay, this is Shipe. There was Shipe. And then it was, I think, cycled through some of these ones. Elation, Veracity. Oh, even going through all this, the things that it mentions, like hedonism, gluttony, like it actually mentions the beauty. Okay. Propagation. I'm just curious if Remembrance is here. Enigmata and Equilibrium. Because this one's Trailblaze, I think? Yeah. Watching this back like 2 years later is insane. We didn't know this was Black Swan either. That's wild. Gosh. But it didn't talk about Remembrance at all. So did they just decide to add Remembrance? What happened? Because y'all know, I got beef with Remembrance. How I think of Remembrance as a path, Remembrance to me is like, if you know anything about the book world, you've probably heard of a term called romantasy. And this is the best way I can describe it, because it really is just like a made up marketing term to sell more books. Whereas Remembrance, like books that fall under the category of romantasy can fall into other book genre categories and make sense there, probably make more sense, quite frankly. Because like, what the heck is romantasy? No one knows. They made up a definition for it, and it doesn't even make sense half the time. So like, Remembrance is kind of like that, because it just seems like they plucked it out and was like, okay, new path, Remembrance, yay. But then you look at every single character in Remembrance, and they fit in another path better somewhere else, but they got a little guy with them, so now they're Remembrance. Like, Hyacinth should be an abundance character. Castorus should be destruction. Like, just because they got a little guy, they're like... So I'm like, literally, this is a made up marketing term to like get us to pull for more characters. I swear, maybe I'm tinfoil hatting here a little bit, but like, I'm just saying, let me get off the conspiracy board. But yeah, that was Fables About the Stars Part 1. So now we're gonna watch Fables About the Stars Part 2, 2 years later, which feels like sacrilege. Oh, look, it was in the recommended. This was less than 4 minutes long. This one's over 5, just barely over 5, but it is. I'm like scared. Oh, interesting that we immediately have Jingyuan and Jinglo. Like, I don't know why it would immediately go to them.
That you now come.
Oh, she's in handcuffs.
But a prisoner.
Yeah.
Put the abundance in their grave. Empty talk.
Damn.
The divination matrix will naturally determine whether your words are trustworthy.
So this is Fables About the Stars.
As we always say.
But what does this have to do with the stars?
Seeing is believing.
Ooh.
A war of gods has
Ooh.
already begun.
What? Hold on. Hold on. So something Star Rail does. Oh, wait, I get it. Because that 2 years ago, Part 1, Fables About the Stars, right, did this whole bit where it kind of laid out some of the lore we were getting into in Star Rail. Because that Fables About the Stars Part 1 was, like I said, one of the very first Myriad Celestia trailers we ever got. I'm afraid this is doing the same thing. And that's why it's Fables About the Stars Part 2. Because with Star Rail, we never got, like with Genshin Impact, they released before the release of the game a trailer that outlined the order of which we were going to every nation and all that stuff. It gave us names for things. It showed characters. It was like, okay, this is what we're doing. Star Rail never did that, but maybe all along they actually did. Because it looks like here, I want to say this is Japard, but I don't think that's Japard right over here, right? My hair is kind of covering it, like right over here, Japard. But we have Nat, we have Sela, we have Bronya, and hidden right here, we have Luca. So this is the thing, not, was it an emanator? No, it was the engine of creation that Coccolea was trying to get in working, and then we ended up hijacking it to defeat Coccolea, and then she went poof. May she rest in peace. She really deserves to have a happy ending. It's in one universe, I swear to God, that woman. Is she evil? Yes, but it's only because she fell on bad circumstance. She really deserves to have a happy ending in one universe, because she doesn't have a happy ending in Honkai Impact 3rd either. But there's one bubble universe in Honkai Impact 3rd where she's allowed to have a happy ending, but it's not real. I'm just saying. I really hope she would have got a... Okay, we can't linger on this, but I'm scared that's the thing. Okay, so Lawfu, Lord Ravager's Wish, Iron Tome. Okay, so it's doing the thing. It's doing the exact thing that happened in... it's doing the same exact thing that Part 1 did, where it had things in parentheses, and I still have no... But this makes a little bit more sense, I think. Because I have seen people I've seen people discussing Iron on social media as of late, but the characters are harder to make out here. So Bailu and Guanai Thun are here. This is an NPC who we meet in the story, I believe. I want to say this is Sushang just because Guanai Thun is right here, and maybe this is Shui Yi, but that doesn't look like her shoes. These could just be NPCs as well. But God, Pier Point. Okay, this is the IPC. This is Topaz right here. They get hacked. And then, oh, Penacony is also being hacked. With Robin's art right there. Penacony gets hacked. The space station gets hacked. The blue? What's the blue? The blue has been brought up before, but I'm not sure in reference to what. The blue has been brought up before. Oh. Oh my God. So that was probably the space station, right? Hitting. Okay. Hold on, before we talk about killing a god. See, here's the thing about Fables from the Stars, or Fables About the Stars. It never makes sense. But it's like, okay, this is where we're going. I would love some drama though. I've said with all the HoYoverse games though, because it seems like in most of the storylines we have everything's wrapped up nicely with a little bow, and like nothing could ever go wrong in the HoYoverse games. I hit my microphone for the second time tonight. But I want there to be, and I've said this a lot about Genshin, but I don't think it's gonna happen unless Nodecry really ups the ante, essentially. But I think Star Rail could pull it off here, because they're really kind of hinting at it where, and I thought they were doing this with the Shanzhou, but we haven't really gone back in an official capacity to the Shanzhou, so I'm like, okay, whatever. But with the Shanzhou and like with Star Rail, I think they could do this where we leave an area, planet. I want to call it a nation, but it is a planet. not in the best terms. Like we don't have everything finished off with a little bow. Like we leave and come back. And I think that I thought they were going to do that with the Xianzhou, but I feel like it might have been too long, but also maybe not, because also they keep bringing up the Xianzhou characters. Like, Jingyuan, what are you doing here in 2025? What are you doing here? Like, the Alliance already has the propagations. We're gonna have one of these things, like the terms. The Alliance already has the propagation which remains. So I'm assuming, don't know what the Alliance is, but they have the propagations remains that is probably in reference to the swarm, because they call it the swarm author, but the swarms thing, like with Firefly, where they basically took out her entire planet and like essentially the army she was a part of, they took it all out, and then she was saved by the Stellar Hunters. I think when they're talking about the swarm's remains, I think that's what they're talking about. And this Alliance wants to use them, because the Alliance has been brought up before as well, I think, but I just can't remember it right now. The Alliance wants to use it to recreate what the Swarm did. Revive the propagation sort of thing. Which that could have also been related to, we had a DLC for Simulated Universe that was basically the Swarm propagation one. Maybe Herta flying a little bit too close to the sun and deciding to bring that back is what leads to this. Because someone's like, ooh, wait a minute, I could just snatch that for myself, and they did. And why are we killing a god? Which one are we killing? Ooh. The Ruin. Is the Ruin one of them? Okay. That's Emphorius. The simulation, if you will, of Emphorius. I have also seen those people. Well, wait, do we not have full voice acting here? Oh, I guess not. They didn't just do it in Japanese or something. Okay, so we'll read it, but yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, I guess we don't have the full voice acting. But yeah, they finally gave Zhao Qiu like a blindfold because he did go blind. So I know people have been like, that's been like a hot take. Like, he's not blind. No, he is. It's okay that he is. Characters are allowed to have disabilities. It's okay. As long as they're like treated like well in the story. And I think Zhao Qiu's is. Anyways, this doesn't look good. Because also we have no voices here. I guess I gotta read it. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming one of them says it's either Fei Xiao or Zhao Qiu. I literally don't know. But Selenova's legions. Selenova is one of the, God, it was in the description. What are we calling them? Lord Ravagers. Yep. All right. So Selenova ends up attacking the Xianzhou. I'm wondering if they're all attacking different ones, or Selenova's legions are retreating. Is this a trap? Maybe she's carrying out an even more important order. But do we... I guess it's not the Xianzhou specific, but it is the Luofu.
Not our enemy.
Ooh. Ooh.
So why not join us?
Is that... Okay, hold on. They're in order. So, well, they're in order. This one is Selenova talking about the Luofu. So, yeah. So it's Selenova, and then it's Fantalia, who we know. Asap Hamad, and then Zephyro? Zephyro, I believe. Zephyro? It's probably Zephyro, because of the Y in there.
And observe how billions of beating
So that's... Oh, God.
into irreversible demise.
I don't like that is, there she is.
Death is not a process.
Death is not a process, but the outcome. Damn.
Let the ignorant hunter raise their
This looks like... Oh my God, where is she? Because I was like gonna be like, this looks like it, more like Greco-Roman in a way, but then then they have like the guns, like what? Oh wait, what is she saying? Hold on.
But the outcome.
Fantalia is really popping off.
Ignorant hunter
Raise their bow, yeah.
and
Kill what they love. Kill what they love and believe in. Damn.
ultimately
Okay.
themselves.
I'm trying to figure out or like clock where everyone is, but it might say it. Because it said it in the clip about
But the outcome.
the other one.
Let the ignorant what they believe.
God, my brain is working. The clip with the Xianzhou characters. Yeah, sure.
And ultimately,
Because this looks vaguely like the, oh God, where, like Acheron. And I think she's in this, isn't she? Acheron, yeah. Where the heck did Acheron come in? I could tell that voice anywhere.
themselves.
Acheron was here?
So,
Okay, so this is
in this process,
Asap Hamad.
just want
Ooh.
to feel like a ceremony.
Hey guys. Hey guys. The buildings. Because this is, okay. Hey guys. Hey guys. Why reminds me of Honkai, but also him being out in the, this could be Honkai reference.
So, what's the point in this process?
This could be a reference to Honkai Impact,
Just for it to feel
but it
like
also
a
could just be a city.
Well, it's not like
Ooh.
I have a right to complain about ceremony.
Because also, Asap Hamad is like not They really like these circles, this like motif of the circles, right? Because Fantilia did something with circles, and it looks like a Supremod did as well.
Do you still remember what happened?
There's Acheron. Okay. So they didn't do this in order, did they? Because I've been using this to figure things out. But then we have the Ravagers and Fantilia's down here. We know Fantilia. But then Acheron in Sin, I wanted to say Thirster. That's not how you say that. Not my name. That meme? Thirster? It's close. It's like as close as you could get without saying it. Because this is the Sin guy. I would assume now. Whoa! Impact frames. Why does that look like? Why did that figure look like? Flame Reaver. With the hood. Again with the circles. Why do the Ravagers like circles so much? That has to be a point of like symbolism or something. Whoa. Hey, is that 2D?
In defiance of the cosmic roots that bind all.
Who is this? Who is this? It's not Lygus. I know it's not Lygus. Lygus will show up again in a little bit. I know it's not Lygus. Damn.
Together,
I don't know who anyone is anymore.
we bear witness to a colleague's end.
Okay, so that's Selenova,
Be it
who listen, what's the word? The resemblance to the Void Archives hair is not lost on me, all right?
their yearning.
It's not lost on me. That is Void Archives hair. Why did they give Selenova Void Archives hair? Did we get more engines of creation?
That feels like formalism.
Is this Zephyro or a Supremod?
Every genius in the cosmos dropped dead.
I think it's a Supremod still.
Got to do with us.
Or it could be Lygus. I love the hand in the D20. That's really cool.
Still not enough for you. The
That could have been
fools
Lygus, actually. I don't know who's who anymore.
years after the wise have been buried.
Because I'm assuming this is Fantilia.
Cease your chatter.
Yeah, this is Zephyro.
The sun has risen.
Just based on the sound of the voice actor. Oh, you're the one that looks like Flame Reaver. Okay.
Iron Tomb finally breaks its shell.
Iron Tomb. I'm assuming
Calculations will meet the
Iron Tomb is Phainon.
That Machiavelli on a new journey won't bring
Another salvation. Okay. So Machiavelli defeated them before. And that's probably why Machiavelli went poof. And it's just us now. Just saying.
Then, they'll achieve an even more majestic
Oof.
ruin.
Okay, so hi Nanook.
Prisoner who picked up starfire.
Shut up.
If you are
Oh my god, wait.
picked up
Because he has the blue eyes. Ah, they switched to yellow. What the-
if you are to become the first spark,
Damn.
then come and leave the cave with me. And in that
Is that Lygus?
storm,
I'm pretty sure that's Lygus.
turn
That's Lygus.
of destruction.
Hold on, circle back.
The cave with me. And in that fable about the stars,
Oh, Fable about the. Oh, he said the thing.
pen the prelude of destruction.
Prelude of Destruction. How does that work? We always end these Fables about the Stars with more questions than we started with. And 2 years later, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Awesome. That's so great. Awesome. I'm more confused than when we started and a little bit scared. All right, well, we could probably pick this apart for hours and still be nowhere nearer to the truth than when we started. And for that reason, because also what made this really, really confusing is that they did not first of all, there's voice acting that's just missing. It would have made more sense if they just didn't put anything there and just was like, had them brooding a little bit. None of this was in order. The voices. Like, yeah, Jinglo and Jingyuan were right, but like from there, it just got weird. They also don't say that like, hey, some of the voices are missing, by the way. Maybe they did on Twitter, but like, hello? And I'm so confused. I'm so confused. We're just gonna move on to the Phainon kit video. All right, okay. Listen, also, I'm checking my phone really quickly because 11 o'clock did happen, and I just want to make sure no one posted anything. No, we're good. Okay. I was like, did you post the Phainon trailer? No. We're good. We are good. I will also say the Golden Epic trailer, we never got another Golden Epic trailer, I don't think. Anyways, keeping up with Star Rail, Phainon, the village's last hope. That Dear God. All right, just play the damn thing.
From
Turn on
Ivy's
subtitles.
Elizzy Eye to
Hi,
Aqua, that innocent
Albert.
boy who once dreamed
This
in the
looks like
golden
Lua.
field
You're gonna look at me and go,
is now the burden delivered.
I'm not mad about it.
He takes up every dream, wish,
He
and
has the sun
expectation,
on his
forcing himself into
coat.
whatever the world
And it's on
needs
his
him to be.
neck.
He never looks back.
I swear to God.
He surmounts endless difficulties.
I'm
and
so scared.
endures mounting agony. He keeps running forward.
Oh, I had the.
Endless difficulties.
Why is this what gets me? The scene of the soul Treeby plush left in a basket. Oh, I am broken. I was so confused by the last video, and give me a second. Give me a second to recover. I'm never gonna emotionally recover from this. Oh, Albert. Hold on, Albert's just down here sad. Yeah, me too, brother.
Mounting agony.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Hoping to write a different ending.
Oh wait, hold on, circle back, Albert. What are you?
Keeps running,
Keeps running forward, hoping to write a different ending for this world. Again!
to write a different ending for
Stop
this
putting
world.
this man
He and
through
his
all
companions.
so many tragedies in every universe. HoYoCreators! Didn't he see enough in Honkai Impact? God.
Keeping up with Star Rail.
Because here I was thinking his storyline in Honkai Impact, Kevin in Honkai Impact 3rd, was tragic enough. You might got him beat. I don't know.
Well, let's learn about the man currently bearing the expectations of Amphorius. The man.
Even how Albert, like you're throwing a lot on him.
Had such a young
Am I saying it right?
Considered the perfect hero. Fighting.
Fine. Wait, it's net. I'm still gonna pronounce it fine on. You got an O in there, buddy. Like,
such a young age.
Ligus!
Too early to be crowned.
I mean, he's got a point. It's the perfect thing.
Oh, do you know something?
I'm actually visiting here.
I am uncomfortable with the energy that you've created in the studio here, Ligus.
Then you come to the right place. Anyway, this show extends a warm welcome
I don't-
to the Council of Elders honorary member,
Council-
Chair of the Citizens Assembly,
Huh?
creator of Amphorian Immersive Theater,
Amphorian Im-
Lord Ligus.
Creator of the Amphorian Immersive Theater. Is that where the simulation accusations are coming from? If he keeps making the little emoticon faces, though, I am gonna have to throw him out. Like, we're gonna have to ban him. Like,
You are too kind.
I hate this man, and it's been like 2 minutes.
An ordinary and engaged
Mr.
citizen
Lie!
interested in public.
I refuse to call you. Dude, get that face away from me.
Acclaimed hero.
This is I hate
Physical
this.
Character following the path of destruction.
Biz
Some would say
destruction.
He's strong enough to slay titans and smart enough to win the race. Not only is he skilled in all arts,
Oh my God.
he's also kind, humble, and responsible. Truly
Unfortunately,
an impeccable
he
young
is
man.
perfect,
Leave
which
him
scares
really
me.
pumping him up.
Because HoYoVerse will kill him
Are they all true?
in Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact 3rd.
No time to
And like any Honkai game that
Let
exists.
us focus on the main topic for this episode. Please continue your
I don't like that Ligus
When fighting
doesn't
uses
move his
phase,
mouth.
He deals physical damage to one
God.
designated enemy.
Okay.
When he uses his skill, Fighter
Skill
contains
is
some
skill
core
multiple?
blades and deals physical damage to one designated enemy and adjacent target.
Okay, so it's bounce.
Your explanation
Technically, it's like three hit for his skill. Okay.
is even greater.
He has even greater potential. Are you gonna ha 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 ha? You're gonna do the face switch now?
Good question.
Yeah.
This is Finan.
God,
Before he
this
completed all his
like
trials.
stance too.
Once he's done, ooh,
God.
he can transform
God.
and awaken his
Don't
true
do the. I'm gonna clutch my water bottle now because I need something to grab onto. Thank you. My model's gonna go insane, but it's okay.
He must fulfill for him to
Any
complete
conditions?
his transformation.
All his friends have to die.
transformation is getting enough
Nope,
core flame.
getting enough core flames.
Apart from using
Bro,
his skill,
yeah.
he can also obtain one core flame when he
Talent
becomes
is
the target of a
Pirate
teammate
Corpus, I
or
think?
enemy's ability. Finan can
What is-
activate
okay,
this
what?
ultimate as long as he has enough core flames.
As long as he has enough
Teammate
core
uses an ability
flames.
on him, Finan's crit damage will increase for some turns.
Okay, so you want to increase crits. Okay,
So,
that's why Bronya's here.
Finan unleashes his ultimate.
He who bears the. Hold on. His ultimate.
Here's
His
the
ultimate, real quick.
When Finan unleashes
He who bears the world must burn. I'm sorry. What the heck? I did see someone make a haha funny joke. I didn't look at the animation, but I did see someone make a haha funny joke on Twitter. Like, imagine he does all this when he's like unbuilt at level 1 and like doesn't have his kit built or anything, and he does like 2k damage with all this, like all this for 2k damage. I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't, because I know he does a lot. I know his ultimate. He does a lot.
So, when
God. Is he pulling his heart out? Stop.
Real show.
Is that what he's doing? That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. What the hell? Oh my god. What is he transforming into? No, he transforms and deploys a territory. So he's out here domain expansioning all over my turn-based game. God, I hate it here. I say that, but I played on dropping money for his banner. All right, when Phainon transforms, it is during an ally's turn. Okay, so it's not during his turn. The turn will conclude and the target's buff effects will be extended by a turn. I'm gonna need to see that in practice. Why is there 3 things here? Oh, it's, okay. All right, that's it. All right, never mind. There should be 3 things here, right? Yes. Should there be? I'm so confused. Oh, everyone's weak to Fizz now. Okay. He's immune to crowd control. Okay. Okay, no, there's a secret 3rd thing. Oh my god, look at him. He looks like Kevin. Like, when you put him like this, he looks like evil Kevin. They're literally twins. I'm just saying. There is a secret 3rd thing, though. Okay, whole hair is covering, but there is 2 skill. What the heck? Cannot use his ultimate. Okay.
Phainon may take multiple actions at a set speed.
Multiple actions. Okay. Extra turns. Okay. Who in Star Rail has extra turn buffs? Because I know that there's like whole crap ton of characters that have like extra action buffs in reverse, and there's been a lot recently. So whenever I hear like extra action stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, we have characters that do that. And I'm like, wait, do we in this game? I'm not sure. Where's Flutterpage when you need her? Could you imagine? Hey, Phainon would be so nice to Flutterpage. I'm just saying. Wait a minute. What was that? Phainon, explain. What was this? What is this? You're really not beating the Amphorius as a simulation accusations with this one, buddy. You're really not. But also, wait a minute, we're gonna circle back again, but not for Honkai Impact. We're gonna circle back for Genshin Impact, actually. I don't think this is a direct reference. I think it's just HoYoverse found something neat that they like and is using it again. But it could be a Genshin reference, because Genshin also really likes their red squares. So it's probably just a general HoYoverse thing, because it's called HoYoverse for a reason. There's bubble universes, the imaginary tree. We got stuff that's connected, so like I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not expecting it, but if you told me that like a year down the road, like it's all connected that way, yeah, that sounds about right. Scourge? Wait, don't tell me. It's called Scourge. Scourge. What is Scourge? They said that and I was like, Scourge? Wait a minute. God, he's pretty. He's evil, but he's pretty. I don't think he's evil though, because even evil Kevin wasn't like evil.
A bright future, as long as
Lygus, get away from him. Lygus, get a job. Leave him alone. God. Oh my god. Bloodthorn Fairy. Oh, we're gonna take forever to go through his kit again. Like, we're going through it now in this video, but the fun thing about doing the Keeping Up with Star Rail videos is I usually take in none of the kit information, so we have to go through it like 2 more times, but like, it's fine. Look at him. He's just pointing menacingly. He's literally just pointing menacingly at the thing. So he takes less damage. That's probably good. God. I'm just like, I'm not even looking at the subs to like take in information. I'm literally, oh my god. All that for 2k damage. I'm kidding. Not really. Wow. Albert, what are you going on about? Albert, what are you going, seriously?
Could you possibly have
profound insight
into how to
Lygus, please leave.
No. Stop talking nonsense.
Lygus, please leave. We're only halfway through. He's a debuff dispeller? What the? They can all do that now? Because they had it with Bronya, and Bronya's debuff dispel. But so is he now, apparently. Could you solo with Phainon? I think you could. At least in this one patch. What does it say? After the transformed, Phainon takes a fatal blow. He will restore a certain amount of HP and unleash his final hit. He can heal himself too. Yeah, you could solo a Phainon, at least during 3.4. Other patches, the power creep in this game is so ridiculous. Jury's out. But like at least during 3.4, you could solo like at least one boss probably. When Phainon uses his final hit, the higher the number of remaining actions, the lower the damage multiplier for his final hit. Okay. Okay, so if you take a fatal blow like on turn 1 up here, I'm just using this like a turn. This being turn 1, this being turn like 5, right? I'm not counting. If you take a fatal blow like up here and you have like 4 other turns left and you get knocked out of your ultimate state, then the damage multiplier for that final hit is going to be like wimpy numbers. That's the 2k damage right there. That's where you get that 2k damage. Whoa. Okay. Herschel the Void. That is this. His final hit animation is so Honkai Impact. Like it so is. Like dude, that is a Caslana move right there if I've ever seen one myself. And I have. I really do think it's funny that they have Bronya out here as a support. Legus, I don't think he should continue to overcome his limits. I think we should give him a break. A certain trace march to oblivion. Okay, so you get core flames when you enter battle. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna lose it. All right, I'm gonna lose it. They not only did the one support they showed him with before this, right, was Bronya, who is a Honkai Impact 3rd XP character, and then the alleged XP healer is up here for the next. I'm actually pretty. See, when we got to choose a free character and it was between Luocha and Runmei, everyone was like, you have to pick Runmei. If you pick Luocha, you're stupid. I picked Luocha because I think he's pretty. And maybe I say this all the time. Auto Apocalypse, you are a horrible man, but God, you're pretty. So like, same goes for Void Archives. Same goes for Luocha. So like, I picked Luocha. I also really just wanted an imaginary healer because I wanted to run an all imaginary team. And would you look at that? They're running Luocha with Phainon. I don't know if that's his best in slot healer, but like I would assume if they're showing it here. But also he's technically a free character, Luocha. So.
Phainon presence in the lineup increases the team's max.
Oh yeah, whoa, wait.
Consumes 2 points to attack all.
Okay, so Phainon Sunday Luocha. So I'll be running Phainon Sunday Bronya and Luocha as my team. Thank you. That's the team I plan on running. But also, I'm pissed because the fact that he ups technique points. I said earlier, I don't care about meta. I do not care about future-proof characters. I still use Imbibitor Lune as my main DPS. I don't care about your meta, right? So like, I see that he ups technique points. I'm like. Oh, Imbibitor Lune, get ready! But they're both like, they're both DPSs. So maybe a couple patches from now when Phainon allegedly no longer works as a DPS, I'll do like a double DPS thing with him and Imbibitor Lune, and they can be my little reject team, and I'll love them. I will love them, my little rejects, my meta rejects. Beginning of the end is the technique is called.
After entering battle.
Yeah, likely story. God, I can't take Scourge seriously. Is that an actual word? Because I've never seen it. Okay, if Phainon does not land a hit on any enemy, it will not consume any technique points. Kind of like Acheron does the same thing. Is it actually Scourge? Because how do you say this word? Scourge. I would read that as Scourge, but I also read Phainon, which is apparently Phainon as Phainon. So I don't know what's real anymore. Scourge. I don't know how to pronounce words anymore, apparently. I gotta go to sleep. I just gotta go to sleep at this point. Immediate. He does the Acheron thing. I was right. He defeats. Okay. Wait. His technique will immediately defeat normal enemies. Yes, he does the Acheron thing. This is so clutch for if you're a story player and just want to breeze through. Because how I play Star Rail, I do enjoy just like interacting with every single thing in the story because I don't really plan on coming back and doing world exploration because I feel like Star Rail isn't really built for world exploration. It's mostly built for the story, quite frankly, and endgame, but I don't like the endgame, so I really just play for the story. And having a character like Acheron and now Phainon on your team when you're doing, I have what I call a story time team. So it's really just like my main team that I run around with, but instead of having like 2 supports, I just have Acheron and have Danhung and Acheron there as my DPSs because Acheron is usually the character I run around with because she can just immediately defeat these normal enemies. You do need to have a lot of trick snacks on hand, but it is great because you could really just breeze through the like enemies on field and just explore as you play the story. It's a really fun way to do it. And I have hiccups, so we need to be done soon.
In summary,
But yeah,
Finance Corp
I absolutely adore that that talent. So yeah. I have to recommend, if you're like more of a story player, I recommend pulling for Phainon, especially if you don't have Acheron. Which it almost feels like they know who's pulling for which characters at this point, right? Because people pulling for Acheron, a lot of the people pulling, not all of them, but a lot of the people pulling for Acheron, it was like the Honkai Impact fans, like, come on, we're here for story. But also Phainon is one of the characters as well, so. Like, it's not all the people pulling for these characters are just Honkai Impact fans, but, I mean, all the Honkai Impact fans are pulling for these characters. I also don't, it's not lost on me that they made the final hit look like Hersher in the Void or something like that.
Indeed, this city has faced many crises.
The city has faced many crises? What about just Phainon in general? This poor guy. He's been through so much in every universe. They don't even have a full team on him right now. They could have thrown Bronya in there. I want to run, I could run this team with Bronya. I could do it. I want to do it. I had a brief moment where I was like, what if I ran in with Acheron? And then I had war flashbacks to people making Dr. May references. That was that Star Death? What the heck? Refer to subtitles for accuracy. What does that mean? Are they just, can they not fit it in? Because you can put as much text as you want in a YouTube subtitle. I would know. I used to do like closed caption work.
Transform Phainon obtains Scourge. Faced with a second enemy wave,
what is that?
He immediately uses Foundation Star Death Verdict and consumes existing Scourge.
Okay.
Instances of damage.
Yeah.
Transform Phainon uses Creation Bloodthorn Fairy.
I think because in the subtitles they say specifically what it is, but then they use like they use the government name in the actual voiceover, but here they say enhanced basic attack. I think that's why it says refer to subtitles for accuracy. Scourge. Yeah. But they could have put it in there, but also none of this makes sense. There's too much happening. I need to see it in practice. God. Oh my God. This video needs to be over. My brain is broken after this. I was gonna try to get more stuff recorded, and I'm like, girl, just go to sleep at this point. Go listen to your audiobook or something. I need a minute. There's so much happening. But also there's like the sun and moon motif going on here as well, which makes me feel a little bit better about him just being the sun, because obviously the purple is like the moon reference.
What a talented sap.
Gosh.
You are very
Lygus! I need Lygus to leave.
From the Grove ages ago. It's too late to develop him now.
What is he talking about?
No.
We need to.
Too late.
I hate Lygus.
What exactly is your
Clocked him.
Only some unimportant behind the scenes
Dude.
work.
What in the?
Just an engaged citizen.
Hey, what's happening?
Future of the cosmos.
Guys, I really don't like Lygus. Lygus gives me the ick, alright? I hope we never see him again, but I know we're going to. We need to be done. I have a headache. My headache is coming back, actually. I had one earlier, but it's coming back, and it's because of Lygus. Where's the version art? I'm so tired all the time. There it is. For the sun is to die. I will say, like, looking at the design again, because there is, like, the sun very clearly in his design, but I'm like, guys, I need there to be something other than the sun, and I'm not sure about that. Anyways, I mean, hear me out. The sun is set to die. It could be maybe the sun is like reference to like old Phainon, the like Phainon who's not seen the horrors. And then maybe he's just gonna be like a little bit evil for the rest of this, but like more so in a the world is corrupt sort of way. Like just he's gonna be very nihilistic. So maybe like Maybe a year down the road, we'll get a second version of Phainon that's on Nihility. I don't know. I'm just making things up because I don't want it to die, all right? We've had enough major character death. I don't want more. Anyways, I feel like it's so weird to me that they did the fake collab for this patch because it feels like nobody cares about it because there's so many other there's so many other insane things happening in this patch because we get Phainon. It feels like no one cares at all about the fake collaboration, which is so tragic because I know there's people who do care about it and they're just coming into this like with shirtless Phainon, like making everybody start crying because people are dead. Like there's been major character death, there might be more, and then all of a sudden like the Fate players come in and they're like, what? What did I just walk into? What do you mean? God, let's be done. Let's be done. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will have all the videos we watched, I guess including the other Myriad Celestia. I'll probably forget to link the first Myriad Celestia, but you guys know where it's from. Down below. Check the description, I guess, because I paused a lot. Let me know in the comments down below your Phainon theories. Why not? No spoilers though. No one's allowed to spoil. If you're watching this post 3.4, no spoiling. Don't do it. I want everyone's wildest Phainon theories, right? Like completely out of left field, no relevance to anything. I want everyone's Phainon theories. But if you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, we did this in a little bit of a weird order. I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. All Phainon wanters will be Phainon havers, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!